Hi everyone, this is my run on Act 3 Chapter 3.1 Lufenia stage, which is the fight against Chaos Bahamut. As always, I'll be including a timestamp in the video description that you can use to skip ahead to the section that you're interested in. I will also put a more detailed setup description in the video description as well. So starting off here, the strategy that I took here is essentially to focus using lightning to delay Chaos Bahamut before he changes his mode, and then really use up all of lightning's LD and EX skills before swapping her out for Tifa, so that by that point that Tifa friend support comes in, both the boss and the Nudge manikin will be significantly delayed, which will allow you to go to town with 2 Tifas and Bartz BT aura and end the fight very quickly. So on Bartz's first turn, I highly recommend to use Fujin's LD call just to get the party win enchant up, and then I immediately go AA into his burst mode. There is no need to actually hang on to Bartz's burst. With 2 Tifas in play, the amount of damage is extremely high to the point that you will be able to finish the fight before Bartz's BT aura expires. So you should really just use his BT mode the very first turn that he has. This also allows you to quickly get his simple mastery up, because you will be able to use both his S1 and S2 during the BT mode. Now at 79%, Chaos Bahamut will gain 70,000 Brave, as you can see here, and a red aura, and you need some form of instant break in order to pierce through his red aura. There are two choices with this setup. The one that I used was using Jack's LD call with lightning to break through. Alternatively, you can just wait for Bartz's next turn and use his LD to break through as well. I went for the Jack LD call here because Bartz's turn is actually quite far, and I didn't want to waste these few turns not being able to deal damage to Bahamut. Now that Bartz's BT aura is in play, my next goal here is to allow him 2 turns so that we can get his BT aura to maximum 3 stacks, and this will significantly increase the effectiveness of the aura and therefore the damage that both Tifa and lightning can do. So for this reason, I didn't really go extremely crazy with lightning's turn rotation, so I just used her skills in order to charge her EX meter, and then in the meantime, as you can see, Bartz should be able to get 1 or 2 turns in between, and this will allow him to ramp up his BT aura stacks. Really, there's no need to go conservative with Bartz. He won't get that many turns, so I just spam his LD and EX during his turns. When Chaos Bahamut reaches 49%, it will change mode and will regain 100% HP. At the same time also, all debuffs will be cleansed on it. On top of that, Chaos Bahamut will also be immune to all forms of delay except delays that come from breaks. So for this reason, Lightning's EX is a little bit less effective in delaying Chaos Bahamut. But having said that, I am really about to swap her out as well. So right at this point here, Bartz just had his turn and his BT aura is at the maximum of 3 stacks. This is really the phase that you want to maximize damage as much as possible. So here, the rotation for lightning has changed. All I'm doing now is giving her as many consecutive turns in a row. So I go LD into her multiple turns into EX, and then to ensure that she gets another free turn after that, I use her additional ability to unbreak Chaos Bahamut and reset the turn order so that lightning can redo her turn hogging shenanigans all over again. This will achieve two things. One is that you get a lot of additional damage in right before you can bring in Tifa. The other also is that the huge amount of re-breaks that lightning can do during these turn order shenanigans will significantly delay both Chaos Bahamut and the Elnash Manikin, as you can see here. So really here I'm going LD into S2, into S1, into EX with lightning, and if I need to reset the consecutive order, I use her additional ability, and then I go into LD all over again. So this means that it will always be lightning's turn, all the way up to the point where she runs out of LD, of course. There is no need to be conservative here because once you swap lightning out, she will never be coming back in again. So you might as well just use up all her LD and AA skills before bringing in the support Tifa. Alright, so right about here is where I've run out of LD, I've run out of all the consecutive turns that Lightning has. And I could potentially just use her last AA, but I felt that she's done enough. So at this point, I bring in the friend Tifa. So as you can see, the multiple turns that Lightning has taken has resulted in the bosses having significantly delayed to the point that their turn doesn't appear on the turn order bar. And the Chaos Bahamut is really only at 50% health or so. So really, from here is a home run. All I'm doing here is to stack both the Tifas, LD, and Beat Rush Plus with your own Tifa, and quickly end the fight. If I could change one thing though on the setup is I will probably want to use maybe a Shiva summon instead of Diabolos. The main reason is both bosses actually have decently high speed and they will actually most of the time start off acting first. I had to reset a few times before I get a turn order where I started first before the bosses. With Shiva summon it will be significantly easier. You should be able to then get a few turns before they act, which will allow you to start the no boss turn run very smooth. that's it. Hope this video has been helpful, and as always, if you enjoy the content, do leave a like, comment or subscribe. It really helps a lot. Till then, I'll see you guys in the next Lufenia fight. Bye bye.